Hello everyone, and welcome to another video on anemometers. In this video we're going to talk about propeller anemometers. And what a propeller anemometer is, it's one in which it's a rotation anemometer, similar to a cup anemometer. Cup anemometer, the cup's rotated. In this case, the propeller rotates. And the propeller has an axis of rotation that's a little bit different than the cup. The cup was a vertical axis of rotation. This one has more of a, I guess you could say, longitudinal axis of rotation. In other words, it's along the horizon, or horizontal. So it has a fixed axis, a propeller is attached, and the propeller has helicoidal vanes. And helicoidal means that it's arranged in or having the approximate shape of a flattened coil or spiral. So with a propeller anemometer, of course, the axis of rotation has to be parallel with the wind, the horizontal wind. If the wind is coming in various other directions, then there's going to be significant error. The propeller anemometer also has a vane on the back of it, and the vane allows the anemometer to be pointed in the direction that the wind is blowing. And it has more or less the same static and dynamic sensitivity as cup anemometers. So we can discuss its threshold wind speed, its static sensitivity, of course, is linear except for spin up and spin down. And the distance constant is similar. There are different types of propeller anemometers. The arrow vane is either made of 3 or 4 helicoidal blades. Typically they're made of plastic or some sort of composite. Of course, the rate of rotation of the propeller is directly a function of the speed, and it's linear. The blades drive a DC generator, and there's various manufacturers of the arrow vane. The range of wind speeds go from 0 to 140 miles per hour. Threshold wind speeds on the order of about a meter per second. Distance constant, it's a little bit, it's up there about 4.6 meters. And accuracy, plus or minus 1 mile per hour. Another type of propeller anemometer is the handheld anemometer. This is an impeller that of course, rotates. There's a there's a little magnet that's attached to one of the impeller blades. As it rotates, it goes past a sensor. And of course, the RPM measures, the RPM can be measured, how many times it rotates per minute at impeller, and that is calibrated to a wind speed. There's a processor inside that can calculate average wind speed, gusts, and all sorts of other things, and displays that also. Here's some characteristics of a handheld anemometer, and of course they come in various sizes and types. Threshold wind speeds on the order of about 0.6 knots, range anywhere from 0.6 to 78 knots, and then response time, of course, is about 1 second perhaps. And then the final type of propeller anemometer we're going to talk about today is a Gill UVW. They call it the Gill UVW. Gill is the company that makes it. UVW because it measures orthogonally the 3 components of the wind, the U, V, and W components. It's made up of 3 helicoidal 4-blade propellers that are oriented in the U, V, and X, or actually in the X, Y, and Z coordinates. X typically is the east, Y is the north, and Z is up. The Gill UVW uses either a tack generator or a photochopper as a transducer, and of course the helicoidal blades are made of polystyrene or carbon fiber to reduce the weight and ensures that you have a very low spin up and also low threshold wind speeds. Threshold wind speeds on the order of about 6.6 or a half mile per hour. The range is from 0 to 55 miles per hour, and the distance constant is pretty small, and about 3.2 feet, which is about 1 meter. The Gill UVWs are typically used for research. They're not really used in calculating the wind, but more so in research purposes. And that's all I've got for you. Hope you enjoyed this video.